Hello. In this okay, in this video, I am going to explain about first law of motion. Before that, let me tell you what is balanced and unbalanced force. Look here, what is balanced force? Balanced force. Okay, when two or more forces acting on a body, and when there is no motion produced in the body, when no motion is produced in the body, that is called the balanced force. Now look here, this is a force acting downward, this is the force acting left hand side, the force acting right hand side, and the force acting upward here. Now look here, the body doesn't move. The body doesn't move here. Now look here, no movement of the body, no movement in the body. Okay, then the force acting on this body is called a balanced force. It is a balanced force, right? Now unbalanced force, unbalanced force. But what is unbalanced force? When two or more forces are acting on a body, and if the body moves in any way, if the body, there is a movement of the body, if there is a movement in the body, yeah, this is the body. Okay, four forces are acting here now. Look here, one force downward, other force upward here now. Look here, the force is here 5 F, that means 5 times okay greater than F. This is the force acting here 3 F. Now look here, this force is definitely more than this one. These forces are balancing each other. Okay, but this force is more than this force here. Therefore, they will move, the body will move in this direction. Okay, therefore the force acting on this body is unbalanced force. It is here, this is called unbalanced force. The force acting on the body is unbalanced force. It is a balanced force can never bring out any change in the state of rest or in motion. Whether when the body is moving, and okay, then when the balanced force is acting on a moving body, then the body will be okay in continuous motion. It is here. Okay, it cannot be stopped by the balanced force. But an unbalanced force can bring any change in the state of rest or motion. It can bring change here. An unbalanced force can stop a moving body, or can produce motion in a body at rest. It was Newton who presented 3 fundamental laws that govern the motion of an object. Okay, these 3 laws are known as Newton's law of motion. The first law of motion, this is the first law of motion. It states that an object remains in a state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled to change that state by an applied force. What does it mean? It means that when a body is at rest, when this body is at rest, the body is at rest, it is here now. Okay, it remains in rest, it wants to remain in rest. It will never move here and there unless a force is applied on it. Okay, this body will remain at rest unless an external force is applied on it. When an external force is applied on it, what will happen here? The body, when this is the force is applied on it here, now is the force. then the body will move in this direction. It will move in this direction. Okay, at rest. At rest. Okay, it will continue in its rest position unless an external force is applied on it. In this case, what happens here? Force is applied on the body, then the body starts moving right hand side in the opposite to the direction of the force. It's okay. So, and when the body is moving, suppose when the body is moving, suppose okay, when the body is moving here, suppose this body is moving it like this. It is here now. It will continue to move unless an external force is applied, okay, on it to stop it. For example, suppose when you are cycling and when you want to stop your bicycle, then you have to apply the brake. That brake is a kind of force acting on the wheel of the bicycle. Okay, so the bicycle will stop after covering a certain distance. Okay, so this is the first law. So first law states that okay, a body remains in a state of rest or an uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled to change that state by an applied force. Okay, this you can say also in this way: all objects resist a change in their state of motion. Yes. Okay, in a quantitative way, the tendency of undisturbed object to stay at rest or to keep moving with the same velocity is called inertia. This is why the first law of motion is also known as law of inertia. Okay. Again, this body will not move it here unless a force is applied in. When the force is applied on a body at rest, the body starts moving. When the body is moving here now, and the force is applied, then the body stops after covering a certain distance. Okay, and that property of body is known as inertia. So what is inertia? Now comes the inertia. Inertia. It is a property of a body to resist. It is a property of a body to resist any change in its state. State means what? When either it is at rest or moving, that is called the state. The body can have two states: either it is at rest or it is moving. Okay, so that is called the inertia. It is known as inertia, and it is a property of a body to resist any change in its state. Means the body doesn't want to be changed. It is here. When an external force is applied on it, then only the body will change its states or states either at rest or in motion. So inertia is of three types here now. So it is first is the inertia of rest. Inertia of rest. Second is inertia of motion. And third, somewhere in the book given here now, inertia of direction also given. It is here, but it is not in the NCERT book. This is not mentioned in the NCERT book. Okay, so inertia of rest. When the body is rest, it will continue in its rest position, and in motion, when the body is moving with the same velocity in the straight line, then it will continue its moving. It will continue, okay, in its motion unless an external force is applied on it. Okay, one more thing is when we are moving in a straight line here, and when we want to change the direction here, suppose we have to turn left hand side, then we have to move our handle to this left hand side or the right hand side, and that is called the inertia of rest. It is here. Unless we apply a force to make the bicycle turn to left side or right side, the cycle will not turn to left or right side here. So that is why that is called inertia of rest. It is. Okay. So the first law of motion is also known as inertia of rest, and this is of these three types are there in the book given.